Hello everybody, this is Nora, and on today's video I am going to introduce to you, review and demo SheModern's brand new magic powder. Okay, but just before I go into it, I want to show you. So the magic powder, and let me go ahead and show you here on their website. You may order it. The package, this particular package that I have here, was the mix set number 13, which came with one magic powder. That's the one that you see there in white, and then a neon color powder of your choice. Oops, yes, a neon color powder of your choice, and then a glitter powder of your choice. So that was number 13. That's this particular one that I have. I got yellow and the blue glitter, but you may also order the magic powder. I saw that it also comes in a set of 3 where you can get all 3 of them to be the magic powder, or there's other sets that have different combinations of the other glitters. Okay, so in this packaging, as I mentioned before, you will have the magic powder with the 2 other colors. The other thing that you find here is this empty bottle, and it comes with a little nozzle, and the reason for that is because this magic powder is to be used with water, make a water-based mixture. And so yeah, she has conveniently added a bottle here with a little nozzle or a dropper if you happen not to have something at hand right away, so you can start using this. The magic in this powder is it's a binding powder, okay, and it says here magic powder dry color binding. So how you will use this, you can use this in a mixture of with their glitters, neon colors, glow in the dark colors, to make somewhat of a paste with it when you mix it with water, and it will makes it very easy to paint inside their foil arts, or even inside stamping, to paint your stamped images. Now, if you wonder, okay, why would you use this in place of any other, like for example, she had shown how to color in the foil arts using some Sharpies. Well, the nice thing about using this with the powders is that it really creates, it will be a non-smearing color. So once you go over with top coat, it will be totally protected. It will not smear. And because when you mix this with the color in water, the water will dry up, and once it's dry, you will end up with nothing but just the original color in powder. Okay, so it will totally dry up, and you will have a nice, I mean, these, especially if you're using the neon powders, you'll have those nice bright colors. Now, on my tutorial, I am going to show you one thing that I discovered that I wanted to try, was mixing this powder with my chrome powders, my chameleon powders. Yes, and it worked excellent. It was so nice to work. I mean, I loved it, especially since I have some chameleon holographic powders. So I am going to demonstrate to you how I went about mixing my powders with the magic powder and the water to get a good consistency for me to work with. And so now here's my palette. This is not those rainbow colors, but what I've been playing with. Here's a neon color powder. It's all dried up now. And then this green one, this is from my chameleon hollow powder. And let me tell you guys, and this is the one that I have on my other nails that you have not seen yet. I left this one overnight, and then I thought, oh, I thought I was gonna have to start over. I added some more water to this, and it was good to go. So I did not waste it at all. And you're going to be surprised how little of the powder and even water you need. Okay, it's ridiculous the amount of product that you need for it to go a long ways. I mean, you're only coloring inside your nail image, but yes, it goes a long ways. You can let it dry, add water to it, and it's ready to go again. So I was very happy to see, and I'm going to demonstrate to you. Even if I figure, okay, is it going to make a difference if I just add water to my powder? Yes, it made a big difference. Without the magic powder, this was acting as if, you know, if you ever play with mercury, I mean, it's like it did not want to mix. Okay, no, it was like oil. So the water with the powder by itself, it was not making a good coloring paint for, or pigment for me to paint. But when I mixed the tiniest amount of that magic powder, it was perfect. And then it just created, it went to this, that's when I mean, it actually made, it's like it made a paint, a good pigmented paint or liquid for me to color in. So yeah, that's another color that I use. Same thing with the, this was, yeah, the neon powder. So that's the difference. And again, and why would you use this versus maybe a Sharpie or anything like that? You have the bright colors and it prevents it, it has no smearing at all. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate. And also what I did, I created stickers. So I stamped the image on my stamping mat, and I colored in the image, and to create the stickers to place on my nails. So that's what I'm going to demonstrate to you, and you will see how I go about mixing, so you will get a feel for the amount of powder and see really how much powder I use, and then how much water, and how I dispense the water. I hope this is all making sense. And then I will go ahead and reveal to you the design that I did for you, that I did using this, and how I went about placing my stickers. Alright, so I have all of my images stamped there so we can play with, and I find best to work with this palette since I've already had it. So of course, and I'm gonna start out with the neon powders, and the two that I'm gonna start out with are the yellow and the purple. Okay, so for water, and here's my water, I've had this droplet here, so I'm going to use this, but the water that I'm going to put in here, it's going to be a drop, and I'm not going to put it directly on my color. I'm just gonna put it on the side. Oh, didn't have any water there. Just a drop of water. Just a drop of water right here. Hopefully you can see that. It's clear right there. Okay, and I am going to dispense some of the magic powder in here. So you can see how much I've used right there. And with my brush that I'm going to use for painting, a very thin, skinny brush right there, I am going to wet the bristles in this drop of water, and I'm going to bring it to the powder. And this powder, see what it's doing? This is static. So it's very staticky. Now I'm going to wet again here, and some of it stayed on my bubble of water, but I'm going to slowly bring some water in here. And this is how I find it best to control the quantity of water that I have in here. Otherwise, you end up mixing, trying to compensate for the amount of water by adding more powder, which you really do not need. So I mean, you might end up eventually getting the right consistency that you need, but no need to waste more product than what you need. Okay, so I'm getting a good mix of this, and I probably would have liked it to be less wet than this, but you know what, it's water. It will evaporate, it will start drying up the longer you leave it here, and that's okay. So time, that's another reason why, you know, what I like this better versus acrylic paint. Even the acrylic paint will dry up faster than this. Nail polish, don't even think about that. Don't even talk about nail polish, how fast it will dry. But yes, I will go ahead and let this dry up, let this water evaporate just a bit before I start my painting. Okay, so we are ready to paint, you guys, and you want to have a paper towel handy for cleaning and wiping your brush, and of course the water. If you go over the lines, it will be better in this case, because I found that from practicing, when this dries up, it will, see, it's starting to dry here in my palette, and that's okay. You will find that as it's drying here, it's actually better to work with. And if it's way too dry, just add more water. But what I was starting to say was, you might find that it's, as it dries here in your image, that it will shrink. It shrinks away from the outline of your image. So yeah, in this case, it's okay to go over the lines, and we're turning this around anyway. Now while those are drying, I'm going to go ahead and show you how well my chrome powder, yes, the chameleon, this is a chameleon chrome powder, so you can see how well it mixes. And this, again, such a tiny amount. I mean, it's like, well, you almost need more than that to push it, just to get it to come out. There we go. That's it. So for those of you that might have some powders lying around, now you know there's more than one way of use for them. Here's my drop of water. So you can use them to color. If you add this color binding to it, of this magic powder, as long as it's doing this, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more of magic powder to try to get that very light paste and get the pigment to bind with. I mean, see, you see the difference? It's just, now it's not so quote-unquote oil like as when I'm trying to mix it. Okay, so here is my green powder, totally dry from last night, and I'm going to go ahead and bring some water in here. Remember, this is already mixed. There is some mix of that magic powder here with my holographic chameleon powder, and check it out. See that? And that was actually too much water, but yeah, no wasting it. I'm gonna, because I added like too much water in here, to just let you see how, see it moving. So I can use this again. I'm gonna go ahead and let that water evaporate just a bit so it's ready for me to paint. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna go ahead and now top coat these stickers with the neon powders that are ready to go. so these are ready to be peeled off. These are now dry, so I can go ahead and go over with my clear top coat. Now to peel these off, I do place my hand under the mat also because they're quite far in the center of the mat, and then I use my orange wood stick to start peeling off the edges before. Here's the sticker, and I've gone ahead and trimmed around it, you guys, so I don't have all that waste. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on my stamper, and this will help me with placement on the nail. Okay, and there it is. And this is the part that I painted in, and that's what's going to show. You see the gold outline? And I'm going to go ahead and put it on this white tip. Now, even though I use gel for these tips for the demonstration, if you use regular polish and your polish is quite dry, when I did my nails, I went ahead and I just re-wetted the nail with this. This is the Sally Hansen Quick Dry to help create a tacky layer there before placing my sticker. I went ahead and inserted a clip from when you can see how I went about placing the stickers on my own nails and then cutting the sticker around the cuticle. And so here are the stickers that I made for the tips. This is the one that I made with the chrome powders. There's a close-up of it, and I wrinkled the sticker just a bit when I was placing or picking it up, so that's what you see there. But you can see the powder, beautiful finish, and here's the neon colors. Beautiful finish there as well. And here are other designs that I was playing with. This is a combination of the chrome powder there, the green with the orange neon on both of these, and then I did the pink neon on the flowers. And these are my nails right here. This is a sample of my nails. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial with the magic powders. I'd like to thank SheModern for sending me these products to play with and review for you guys. If you have any questions, please leave them below and I'll be happy to answer for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and thank you for watching.